Hey, so I'm seemingly always in the process of discovering what a fucking mess I am. And so today was an example of one of those instances. But before I get into it, I want to show you Alex. I did a picture of the other tattoo that I did on like my underbust tattoo, but then I also did this one, the one on my neck. Gang. But yeah, I just really appreciate it because it looks really good. It looks really nice. Wow. Wow. Today, today I had a an adventure and a half. I um I went to a dungeon. I discuss it fairly often on the channel that I am asexual, but that doesn't preclude me from enjoying different types of kink. And so I wanted to see if that was something that I might be into. The particular person that I went with, she is very extroverted, very magnetic when it comes to being around other people, and not magnetic in the way that like people are attracted to her, that like she's, you know, super duper personable. I mean, I'm not saying that she's not, but she's more magnetic in a way that like a planet is magnetic to a moon, where she pulls people into her orbit. And it can sometimes be uncomfortable because I'm just a huge introvert. I am like pathologically introverted, and that shit really is draining. It's extremely draining to be around a person that's like constantly pushing, constantly kind of getting you outside of your comfort zone. And it's not that like she disrespects your boundaries. It's just that she's just a, I don't know. She's got a lot going on. She's larger than life. But it was good to go to this event with someone who is more outgoing, because if I went by myself, I would not do anything. I would not volunteer to do anything. I mean, I might volunteer to do some stuff, some of like the more chill things. But I'm not a people person. I'm not good at peopling, and every time I do some kind of event, go out somewhere and do something, I am always reminded of how incredibly not a people person I am. It is always cemented to me. It's always like kind of a fascinating discovery. Like I rediscover that I don't like people. And these people were super duper nice. Everyone at the dungeon was ridiculously nice. They misgendered me all the fucking time, but that's fine. Because that happens in the regular world. But everyone there is super nice. But I'm just not, I'm not a people person. And invariably, it makes me feel kind of just fucking bad about myself because I'm in this space with these people that are being really, really nice, and I'm just not enjoying myself. I just don't want to be here. And I mean, it's nothing against them. It's just, I don't like people. I don't like people. And I think some of the experiences that I had in this dungeon doing some of the like the kink stuff, uh, I could enjoy if I kind of experienced it on my own. Uh, I would suspect maybe if I found the right people that it might be an experience that I would enjoy. But like sexually speaking, I don't think I would ever enjoy like kink like that. Like I just don't think I could enjoy it like that. Because I don't enjoy sex sexually. So the fuck, that's like the epitome of a sexual experience is having sex, and I don't like that shit. So I would suspect that kink would not be really any different. But I did like doing the shibari when like they tie you up. I do like that. It's kind of like a comforting experience, almost like having a weighted blanket. It's That's nice. That's good shit. And I thought I would actually be like really scared to do it because I am pretty claustrophobic. I had like a pretty traumatic experience when I was a little kid where I got wrapped up in a blanket and thrown in a closet. And so I was I was real fucking scared that I would not be good with it, but it was actually really nice. That was a really nice experience. I also did what is it, electric stuff, like electric shock stuff, and I have a few welts from it. You can't really see it because, I'm a black person, and so the shit didn't really like stay on my skin all that long. But oh, here's one. Can you see that? It's like a little red, like right here. That's a pretty good one. The dude that was doing it, he mostly concentrated on my right side because he was standing on my right side, and so my left arm isn't that bad. But I actually did like the different um instruments used to apply electric shocks. I did like that. Um, and that was just kind of cool experience. Like it was tingly and it hurt a little bit. It was just mostly just nice. It was just nice. It was a nice experience. I got spanked. The girl that invited me, she wanted to try spanking, and so she spanked me. And her technique leaves much to be desired. She needs some practice, but practice makes permanent. But she's a bit heavy-handed, and I don't know. It's a difficult thing to perfect. Um, Doing things for others because you're not experiencing what they're experiencing, and so it's different for each person. And knowing what to do is kind of difficult. It's difficult to do, and so I don't like hold it against her or blame her. But yeah, she was that paddle. Yeah, I'm actually gonna take my pants off and see what my butt's looking like because it hurts. It hurts. This experience has been a lot. It's been a lot. There's not like a whole lot, like as far as like the things I need to process about having the experience, but like they're disorganized thoughts at the moment that I need to kind of organize. And I think I want to talk about it again because there's a lot of things, not just to do with like kind of feeling bad that I'm not a person that can enjoy kink in a sexual way, but also kind of like social dynamics, like introversion versus extroversion, and how those things, kind of go. And I don't know, the girl that I went with, she's just very loud and out there and very in tune with her needs and wants, and it's almost like she doesn't even need to think about it at all. And it's just astounding to me to see that from someone else, and to see someone, because I went with two people, there was another girl that came, uh to see someone like want something and then go get it. Like I have a hard time even accessing my own wants, and so it's really really surreal to see that actualized in someone else. It's bizarre. It's actually like bizarre to me. One of the girls that I went with, she just walked up to this guy and asked for his number, and like it's not like that wouldn't be something I wouldn't be able to do, but it's just weird to see someone do it. It's just weird to see someone do it because like I don't know. It's things I need to process. It's things I need to think about before I like really get into it. But oh man, this experience has been definitely uh, a learning experience. It was definitely an endeavor in education. I mean, it was literally education night there, and so I definitely learned a lot about myself, and I did have some really nice experiences as far as like doing some of the different kink activities. They had a whole lot of stuff there. They had like a little space. They had a sub room for just subs they're teaching subby shit. They had a room for like there was like a big old room that like everybody was like kind of congregated in, and so they had the rigging, the shibari. They had whips. They had the spanking little corner, and then they had wax that they were doing. There was a guy with a fucking whip, like a literal whip that he was like slinging around like fucking Indiana Jones. Um, then the electrical room, and they had a lot of stuff. They had a knife room. There was a lot going on, and so it was really cool to just see all that all like laid out, and it was a very nice way to be introduced to all these kind of things, because like I definitely have knowledge of different types of kinks and like just alternative lifestyles, but to be in it is very different from reading about it or kind of role playing on the internet kind of stuff. It's very different to be in it in person, and I find that I just don't like being around people, regardless of how nice they are. Uh, and in learning things about kink and all that kind of stuff, it kind of seems like something that you kind of need to do while learning from others. Like you can't get like certified to do electrical shit without really going to a class to do that. And like I think a class would be easier for me to pick things up in, because that is a designated learning space. It's not like a social space, it's learning. 100% learning. It's not extra bullshit going on, no social shit. It's just learning. I think I would definitely gain a whole lot from being in a more classroom setting than uh I don't know, like apprenticeship kind of thing. I just I don't know. And I always have this feeling of like needing to be good at everything I try on the first try, and it's impossible to do with something that you have no experience in. And so that's something that always is just plaguing me about trying new things. I have a hard time with that. And then also over the pandemic, I've lost all executive function. I have a fucking hard time doing literally anything, including making these videos. Like, really, the only things that I do that require like kind of mental bandwidth expenditure are like working out. So I'll either work out here, or I'll go to the gym, or I'll go on a run, whatever. That's something that like initially I need to push myself to kind of try to do, but it's not a whole lot of an expenditure for me. But I haven't been able to write in for fucking ever. Cleaning my room, it looks like a fucking disaster, and it's looked that way for a long ass time because I can't even organize my thoughts enough to organize my room. Like physically, this is what my brain is looking like. This is like what my insides look like, is this fucking trash heap. And so I think if I was able to get this under control, I would feel a little better and more capable. But I don't know, it's a losing battle at the moment. But yeah, like literally the only things I do is work out, bathe, because I need to keep my armpit from fucking exploding. And it's looking pretty good at the moment. Um, Hang out with Dig. We watch shows. That takes. I mean, that's pretty much all that I do is hang out with Dig, and that's what is sapping a lot of my energy as far as like feeling like I can do stuff. So like at the end of the day, where I'm like, okay, Dig's going to sleep. Now I have time to do stuff for myself. I have no energy. I have no energy to fucking do anything. Like constantly having someone around all day, every day is draining for me. It's extremely draining, and it just makes it hard to function. And so the pandemic has definitely, it's been a strain on me. It definitely has. Even though I'm like very much a homebody. I mean, I like going out and doing stuff. I'm very active. And so while I am a homebody, I like to keep myself moving constantly. And Dig is not that kind of person. He doesn't like exercise. I literally like exercise. I literally enjoy doing it. It makes me feel good. Like that's one of the few things that actually makes me feel good. Food doesn't make me feel good. Like I feel less like I'm going to die. Like I've taken a step in the direction of living rather than dying, but it doesn't bring me joy. Um, there's just so few things that like make me feel like any of this shit is worth it. And now I'm going off on a tangent, but like I'm so fucking tired. I'm so tired, y'all. But going to the dungeon was a very interesting experience, and it's something that I definitely would like to explore a bit more, but kind of on my own pace. I don't like my boundaries pushed. I've discovered that. I don't like not having control, which is something I'm going to definitely talk about later because I want to think about that some more as well. But yeah, very interesting experience. I would definitely say if you're interested to go ahead and just fucking do it. Um, Find someone else to go with you if you're feeling like kind of iffy about it. Just go ahead and fucking do it. And if you're interested in doing something, you see someone doing it, just ask them. The people at dungeons are super fucking nice, like ridiculously nice. So never feel like someone's gonna be looking at you sideways because you enjoy whatever you enjoy, because everybody's there to be themselves and they definitely respect you. Very good at doing that, being welcoming and all that kind of stuff. It's just that I'm not a person that kind of shit. I just it's not. I'm, it doesn't make me feel better to have to peopling hurts me. It hurts me. But yeah, I will talk to y'all later. I definitely will get my research together and do my video on the deodorants, and then also the what is it, fat phobia shit. But yeah, I'm gonna hit the sack, so I'll talk to y'all kids later.